Rainbow Magic India the Moonstone Fairy by Daisy Meadow. A nasty nightmare. Kirsty, how? Rachel Walker shouted. The goblins are going to get me. Painting Rachel glass behind her. She was running as fast as she could, but the green goblins were getting closer and closer. They were grinning nastily, showing their pointy teeth. Now one of them had grabbed Rachel by the shoulder and was shake her hand. Rachel, cursed Taylor, leaning over her friend's bed, shaking her awake. Wake up, you're having a nightmare. Rachel woke and sat up in bed. What time is it? She asked. I dreamed that horrible goblins chasing me and I couldn't escape. Is something thirsty? Rachel replied, perching on the edge of the bed. Why are the goblins after you? Rachel thought. I can't remember, she said. But you know what, Kirsty? I've got a funny feeling that Jack Frost might be up to something again. Kirsty's eyes opened wide. Oh, do you really think so? She gasped. Then maybe our friend Frost will need our help. Rachel and Kirsty shared a magical secret. They had become friends with the fairies, and whenever there were a problem in fairyland, Kirsty and Rachel were called on to help. The fairies' greatest enemy was Jack Frost. He was always looking to make trouble, helping by his mean goblin servant. Not long ago, Jack Frost had tried to ruin the celebrate party for King Arthur and Queen Titania's 100th jubilee. But luckily, Kirsty and Rachel had come to rescue. We have to keep our eyes open, Rachel agreed. If the fairies need our help, they let us now know somehow. Right, Kirsty nodded. Well, it's only the beginning of half term, and I'm staying with you for a whole week, she pointed out. So we have plenty of time. Before Rachel could replay, the sweet tinkle sounds of music suddenly filled the room. But Kirsty and Rachel jumped. What's that? Kirsty asked. Rachel looked puzzled for a moment, but then she began to laugh. It's my music box, she smiled, pointing at the dressing table. The one of the party fairy god gave us. After helping the party fairy to stop Jack Frost from spoiling the Jubilee celebration, Rachel and Kirsty had each been given a beautiful musical jewelry box with a tiny molded fairy on top. Rachel's box sat up to her dressing table, and the girls could see that the fairy was spinning around in time to a music. Yes, but how did it start up on its own? Kirsty asked with a frown. I didn't win it, and you only just working. Look, Rachel gasped. The box is glowing. Rachel scrambled out the bed, and she and Kirsty rushed over to take a closer look. Rachel was right. The box was glowing with a very pink light, which shone from under the closed lid. Lift the lid, Rachel, Kirsty whispered. to breathe, Rachel reached out and slowly left the lid. Immediately, a glittering shower of multicolored fairy dust burst from the jewelry box. It swung around the girls, wrapping them in a cloud of sparkle and lifting them off their feet. Fairy news. After just a moment or two, the sparkling began to drift away, and the girls felt their feet lightly touch the ground. Rachel and Kirsty blinked a few times and looked around. Kirsty, we're in a fairyland! Rachel gasped. In a pajama, Kirsty added. The girls were now fairy-sized with glittering fairy rings on their backs, and they were standing in the golden great hall of the fairy palace. King observed Queen Titinas and a small crowd of fairies stood in front of them. The girls noticed that they all looked worried. Queen Titina stepped forward. You are very welcome, girls, she said with a smile. I hope you don't mind us bringing you here so unexpectedly. Of course not, Rachel said quickly. You have been such good friends to us in the past, the king went on, that we were hoping we could you again. Now that we are in trouble. What's wrong? Asked Kirsty and snarling. Let me explain. The queen replied sadly. Every year at Halloween, we have a huge celebration in Fairyland, and the fairies give a research their fairy magic for another year. So every fairies in Fairyland parade around the guard square, King Arthur put in. Then they all marched into the palace to a very special chapel where Queen Tanya Tiara rests upon a velvet cushion. It's so wonderful! Rachel sighed, hoping that she and Kirsty might be able to watch up the great person one day. No, it is, she replied, and Matera is very important for fairy magic. It has 7 beautiful jewels set in it, a sparkling floor in the fairy dust power from each of the 7 jewels, and they join together to form one great glittering rainbow of magical fairy dust. Kirsty and Rachel were listening carefully, their eyes wide. What happened then? Kirsty asked. It's very much deep. When in the rainbow pretending to recharge it, the queen explained. Then she will be able to perceive magic for another year. The king shook his head sadly. But now Jack Frost has put a stop to all that, he said. 2 nights ago, he crept into the palace and stole the 7 jewels from the queen's tiara. Oh no! Rachel and Kirsty exclaimed together. Our special Christmas celebration was to take place in a week's time. The king went on, looking worried. So the fairy magic is already running low. The jewelry must be returned to the tiara, King Arthur added, before the fairies run out of the jewel magic completely. Does that mean there are no magic for left in the fairyland? Asked Kirsty, accidentally. Not exactly, the king replied. Fairy magic isn't quite as simple as that. Some kinds of magic, like weather magic and rainbow magic, home by the jewel. But the jewel contained some of the most important kinds of fairy magic. The king explained, like flying wishes and sweet dreams. Some people have already started to nightmare. She nodded, thinking of her own scarcity. We have to get the jewel back, she said finally. Where's the Jack Frost now? Kirsty wanted to know. Has he taken the jewel into his ice castle? The kid shook her head. Jack Frost doesn't have a jewel anymore, she said. Come with me, and I'll show you what's happened. Roger and Kirsty followed the fairies outside of the beautiful palace garden. They stopped beside the golden pool. It's a pond as clear and smooth as glass. Look, Queen Titania said softly, waving her wand over the water. Imaginary tiny ripple began to smear across the surface of the pool. The rippling chased the picture appeared on the water surface. It's Jack Frost! Rachel exclaimed. Tall, thin, startled Jack Frost stood in front of Queen Titania. Golden tiara upset in the velvet cushion. The cybernetic jewel has a dazzling stream of magic dust poured from each one. Laughing, Jack Frost touched his snowflake, trapping one into the magic rainbow forest for 10, where it glowing like fire. He saw restoring his magic, the king explained. Kirsty and Rachel watched in dismay as Jack Frost then pressed his sparkling gem from the golden tiara. He waved his wand and exactly the jewel were set so nice. What is he doing? Roger asked puzzled. The lights and heat of the jewel magic made them different for cold, icy creature like Jack Frost and his goblin to hold. Quintana explained, look, now Jack Frost was whistled back to his ice castle, carried by a frozen wind which blew him along. He carried the jewel in his arm, but Rachel and Kirsty could see that the hard shell of frown around them already began to melt. Jack Frost stooped down of the gray sky and landed on the tunnel room of his ice castle. But this time, in front of the jewel had almost melted away. The jewel groaned, casting shimmering light and light like laser beams into the corner of the ice room. Goblins came running to see the gem, wearing sunglasses to protect their eyes from the glare. Stand back, you fool! Jack Frost rolled away once again and caused a water spell to cover the jewel with ice. But the jewel was still glowing, and ice began to melt away almost imperceptibly. Look, Master! Yeah, one of the goblins suddenly. The fairy magic is melting your castle. Jack Frost looked round at the forest. Sure enough, water had begun to trickle down ice wall, and the puddle of the front was time. Jack Frost's magic is not strong enough to block the power of the jewel. Quintana told Rachel and Kirsty. The curse was as the goblin began rushing around, water as fast as they could, but as quickly as they cleared one put away two more of him. Very well, Dad, said Jack Frost, stamping his finger. Well, if I cannot keep this magic jewel, no one else shall have done. I will cast a spell to get rid of that. And he raised his wand high above his head. Lost. Oh no! Kirsty gasped. She and Rachel watched in horror as an ice bouncing of wind whipped up around the throne room. The glowing jewel was sent spinning and crumbled across the room and out of the window, where the scarf fell and went. See how the jewel was larger as they found the human wall? Titania pointed out, just as a picture hiding the pool began to flicker and fade. Because the magical, they hide themselves until we can find them and bring them back to fairyland. The picture in the pool was floating fast, but just before it disappeared, Rachel saw out of the jewel very close to stone fall into someone's back garden. With a start surprise, Rachel amazed that she knew exactly whose garden is it. Peter shook his head sadly, which the vanished completely. All of our favorite thing magic is used off, she sighed. So the pool can show us where all the jewels have gone. But I know where one of them is, Rachel burst inside. I mentioned the garden where it's from. Everyone turned to stare. Are you sure, Rachel? Rachel asked. Rachel nodded. It's a Mr. and Mr. Parrot back garden, she explained. The parrots are friends of my parents, and I've been to their house loaded of time to help moms babysit their little girl Ellie. One of the fairies was so excited at this that it rose into the air, her long brown hair streaming out behind her. I'm India, the moonstone fairy, she cried, her eyes shimmering. And I'm sure it was my moonstone which fell into your friend's backyard. The little fairy was the pretty days of the neighbor, the range of the floor picture. The dress was white, but every time their Indian moved, flashing the shimmering pink and blue struck the material. One of it she wore down a white sandal. You must meet our jolly fairies, said King Arthur, and the other fairies crowded around, each of them responsible for teaching all the other fairies how to use her jolly magic. He pointed at India Moonstone Fairy. India teach dream magic, while Emily, the Emerald Fairy teach sing music. Certainly the Garden Fairy teach growing the sparkling magic. Chloe, the top magic teach changing magic. Sophie, the Sapphire Fairy teach wishing magic. Amy, the Amethyst Fairy spirit out of the Fairy teach appear and disappear magic. The lucid diamond fairy teach flying magic. Rachel and Kirsty smiled around at all the fairies. We'll do our best to get your jolly back, Kirsty said. Thank you, the Kirsty replied. We know you won't help us, Tina said. But Jack Frost knew we will be trying to find the jewel, and he has sent the gong into the human world. The guard them. The goblin will find it different to pick the jolly up. The goblin will find it difficult to find the jolly up. King Warren went on. The brightest light and magic of the gem will burn them because they belong to the cold icy world of Jack Frost. Instead, the goblins will probably look near the jewel and try to stop us getting them back. Rex and Carson nodded. Thoughtful. King Tanya looked at. So now we need your help to know for each magic jewel thing, but also the outwits to come the guiding them.